got that plugged in. God dang it. Let me get this, get my stuff up here though. Oh, that took a long time for my chat to work. Okay. Let's get going, I guess. Oh, little whiny butt. Oh, I am what? Oh, okay. Oh, I do have my gimbal in here. It's a good thing I noticed it. Hold on, everybody. There we go. Oh, when you put your bell on. Somebody put a bell on there, guy? Hold on. I'm just gonna take this off. Hold on. Will you just stop fighting me? I mean, I get why you're fighting me. Who would want to be running around with a bell on their collar? Just, oh, jeez. Right now, you little lady. Good morning. She's so noisy. But that's a good thing because there's a reason why I put her bell on. So I can hear where she's at. Yeah. It is. Already really warm outside. It never did really cool down very much. Slow your butts down. It wasn't until probably, what was it, like 1:30 in the morning where I was finally able to open my windows because the outside temperature got below 80 degrees. Because luckily it stayed like as hot as it was yesterday. It was like 97 degrees out, but luckily oh, you're pooping? You already pooped this morning. What the heck? Okay, hold on, everybody. Nope. Where are you going? Okay, now we're ready. Anyways, luckily when we got back from our run yesterday, because the night before it got pretty chilly out, so it cooled our apartment off. And usually when it gets this warm, we're talking, oh, you're pooping again? What the heck? What did you get into yesterday? I don't have another bag. I only take one with me because that's usually all it takes. You ate something you shouldn't have. I don't know what she got into yesterday. Have to keep an eye on that. Thank you for going around in a circle. But when we got back, so it never did get above. Probably got to be about 82, 83 degrees inside the apartment. So then I had to wait for it to get below that, which wasn't until 1:30 in the morning. But usually, like, when it gets as hot as it does, or it's going to be for the next like 4 or 5 days, it'll get like 87, 88 degrees inside the apartment. Okay, come on. What is going on with my watch? I keep getting like 10,000 notifications all of a sudden. Oh, are you kidding me? I don't know what she's got going on with her tummy, but she's... Well, you didn't even do anything. That was just straight water. Like, I don't know what she's trying to pass. She got something going on. So it'll be interesting the next few days because it didn't cool off very much in my apartment. That's the reason why it doesn't. It gets pretty warm is because, like last night, it's warm already, and that sun's only been up for a little bit, so it's not because of that. So it's going to be a warm one inside the apartment. We might have to hang out inside the van. I was going to go to the... Hold on. Wait. I said wait. Yes, thank you. I'm like trying to undo her. Now go ahead. Dang her. Trying to undo her, like unhook her harness or her leash, and she chose that exact moment to try and jump up into the front seat, and she couldn't go anywhere, obviously. And then she looked at me like, what the hell are you doing? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. But it's supposed to be triple digits today. They said it was 97 yesterday. It's supposed to be like 101 or something today, which really 4 degrees doesn't feel like a big difference, but it is a big difference. Okay, move. Thank you. I need to do a bunch of stuff today too, which sucks. Hold on, I need to... I don't know what is... must be just dust or something's on my mirror. I can move over. Some sort of residues on my camera, and I don't need it for backing up, other than because people are coming to work right now. It's the only way I can actually see if people are coming into the parking lot here. So, because the sun is directly behind me, it was glaring and I couldn't see. Oh, so we're going to attempt to do some threshold uphill today, which means we will be going up the back route on Mt Ascension. So the first 1.5 miles, I will have decent signal. The next 2 miles will be crappy signal. Thank you for keep bumping that. There's a reason why that never works, because you keep bumping it for some reason. And then the final 1.5 miles coming back down will be, you didn't even have your blinker on, will be good signal again, but it is what it is. It's what I have to do. But so, and I say attempt. We're gonna. I don't know why my thing keeps notifying me. Her Fi caller keeps sending me a message, and it's like, why do you keep sending me a message? You keep repeating the same thing over and over again. But attempt, because my legs are pretty stiff from yesterday. We attempted to go up Mount Powell, which is a 10,000 plus foot peak, about 60 miles away from here. I did not know that we wouldn't be able to get all the way to the trailhead, for one. We got to a point where it turned into the road, the forest access road that goes out there, turned into, like, it was a straight up OHV only road. Like, unless you had like a super tricked out Jeep, you're not even going to make it up that road. Like me, I could I have made it up that road in my van? I could have made it at least to the trailhead, but there was definitely some iffy spots. I probably would have had to use a winch to get up and over safely over some of the bouldering sections. But could I have done it? Probably. But I would have coming back would have been taking the chance of destroying my Jeep or my van, because then you're like, when you're dropping down off of rocks and stuff, your suspension is going to bounce, and so I'd probably ram underneath into a boulder, get high centered somehow. But also I couldn't even go that way because there was deadfall that would have been too low, so I would have like hit the top of my van. But anyways, Onyx Maps lies. They had the trailhead and the trail going up to the top, but there was no trail. So I'm pretty sure the trails went, and I'm pretty sure that it's just like that's the route you take up, but you have to find your own route, because there was no trail. And we got about half a mile up, and we had already been scaling some rock faces, and it got worse to where I didn't feel comfortable with her trying to scramble up this bouldery section. So we turned around and went back down. And then when we went back down, I Was like, well, this isn't going to cut our run extremely short, because we were going to try and do this big loop, but then because we had to go 3 miles to the trailhead up the road, you say that term loosely, all we were going to be able to do is just go to the peak and back down. But then it would have only, what, like a 7-mile run, and I needed a lot longer than that. So I remembered looking at the map that at the end of that road was a whole bunch of lakes, a bunch of high alpine lakes. So we decided to, oh, I gotta take some stuff out of the back. So we decided to go down to the lakes, and she really enjoyed that. She got to swim around and everything. So we still ended up getting like 12.5 miles yesterday, but not the vert I was hoping for. If we were able to summit, we would have had about 7,000 feet of vert. As it was, we only had 2,500 feet. Because it would have been about a 3,700 foot climb from the base to the top of that. And then the loop went down that ridge line to another summit, which wasn't as high, but you still had to drop like 1,200 feet and then climb back up that. And so then you'd have those 1,200 feet, and then you'd have another 1,200 feet back up to the top of the other summit before you drop back down. God dang it, what the heck? The heck did that happen? Put my vest on and it like freaking caught the back of my hat somehow. And here we go. So, do I have? Yes, I do. And do this. Do that. I think I have her. I don't have sunglasses, so that's not a big deal. I didn't bring them. I mean, it is a big deal, but I didn't bring them. And okay, let's get going. Alright, come on. So let's just show it up. So we gotta get out of here before you're definitely like one of those people that are not like me, that are able to just roll in, roll out of the vehicle and hit the trail within like 20 seconds. Not me. Good morning, Spice Girl. Okay, we are on the trail. Try and change cameras. There we go. Okay. It is already so freaking warm out here. I didn't look and see what the temperature was on the vehicle, but I can guarantee it is in the high 70s already, which doesn't sound like it's warm, but it is. When you're used to the lows being in the 50s, the low being in the 70s is warm. Hot later today. How the heck somebody drove through here? How did they do that? That is recent. Somebody definitely drove through there. This path isn't big enough. Who's driving up here? You can see, yeah, there's tracks everywhere. What the heck? And driving all around over here. They must be doing some sort of weed management spraying, but then that's concerning because everybody brings their dogs out here. Like, that can't be good for the dogs. Okay, this do this today because I'm not like super tired from yesterday, because even though I did try and push myself as hard as I could, it wasn't like a super hard effort. Oh, she's making friends. Hi. But because it was so rocky and bouldery and everything, it definitely worked a lot of my muscles that I haven't used for a long time. Good morning. All right, come on. Slow down. Butthead. Oh. And so because of that, my legs are a little stiff. All right, slow down. I can't keep up with you this early on. Nari. Nari. So got a little bit of a, what you call it, morning frog in my throat still. Usually it breaks up with my morning cup of coffee, but I think the smoke is getting to me. Hello. She's like, you're way bigger than me. Saw that lady yesterday, or not yesterday, a couple days ago. She mentioned she had a visa. Anyways, when we were doing the, she's so far up there, I can't even begin to keep up with her. I'm not warmed up yet. Well, I mean, I'm warmed up because it's hot out, but my muscles aren't warmed up yet. Oh, so when we started that climb to try and go up Mount Powell yesterday, and then came to the conclusion as we wandered back and forth for a little bit that there was in actuality no trail, and that we were just gonna have to do our own route finding. That she was like, I know where I'm going, even though she had no clue. But the trees were so thick that I spent more time standing in one place trying to get her to come back to me, but she wouldn't listen. Yesterday she was being horrible about listening. And so then I had to just wait for her to finally be like, oh shit, I don't know where he's at, and start running back down the mountain. And then, because the trees are so thick, I'd have to like yell at her as loud as I could and try and catch her attention. Because even if I moved like 5 feet, she would have ran all the way back down to the van. So that little half mile that we did took an hour because of that, until we finally decided to turn around, which she was good to keep going. But when I saw what the next section we had to go through, I was like, I don't know about this. Like, if I was by myself, I would have just kept pushing on. But being that I had her with me, I decided to turn around. Hello. Oh. I'm already dehydrated. We just started. It's so freaking hot out. Gosh dang. Like I said, it wasn't even until 1:30 last night that it was finally cool enough outside that I could open the windows. Meaning the temperature outside was colder than the temperature inside my apartment, which isn't saying much because it was like 80. It was definitely in the like 80, 82, somewhere around there in my apartment. Oh man. Okay. This isn't even the threshold part. It's gonna be that back climb to my threshold. I was gonna, purposely use these first, it'll be 2 miles roughly, as my warm-up. So again, if you're just joining, in the middle, probably 2.5 miles of this run will be not good reception. So just to warn you. And if it's like, for whatever reason, was it 2 days ago, we came the opposite direction, and I got, I don't know, about a mile from the end, like right at the top of this climb, and my stream decided to just end, which doesn't make any sense to me. Like, because all of a sudden I just got a message that said Twitch had a problem, we canceled the stream. And I'm like, well, that's good for Twitch, but I was multi-streaming to YouTube as well. So because Twitch has a problem, you ended my stream on YouTube also? Hey John, good morning. Looks like a nice day, but it is a warm one. Supposed to be, I think, like 101, 102 today. It's already, it's easily in the 80s already. I am not a warm weather runner. If it gets above 70 degrees, I struggle. And I've tried heat acclimation and it just doesn't work for me. Okay, we're almost at the top of this. We'll climb and then we'll have downhill for half a mile, and then it is just some rollers for the next, I don't know, probably another half mile. That's when I start losing signal. And then we have a straight 1.5 mile grinder up to the top. Might be a little more, 1.5 miles. Just the segment is 1.5 miles, so, and that I don't think goes all the way to the top. No, Nari, we're going this way. Nari, listen. Hey, we're going this way. She's still staring at me like, no, we're not. We're going this way. Yeah, pay attention to me. She's looking at me like, don't you tell me what to do. Now she knows where we're going now. She's like, well, if we don't go that way, we always go this way. Oh, we're not in the sun. The shade is very welcoming. It's still warm, but that sun is hot. So the nice thing is, we shouldn't get much sun for the next few miles. Especially once we make the turn up here, because then we will be on the west side of the mountain. It's early enough, the sun's not high enough that it shouldn't reach us too much. There we go. That one water bottle was sloshing because that's way better. Oh man. Why do I not have signal here? Staring at 3 different cell towers. Like, this doesn't make any sense. This is probably why this is right where my stream ended a couple days ago, coming from the other direction, but this is right where it ended a couple days ago. I wonder if they have issues with whatever the closest cell tower is that I'm staring at. There is no reason why I should not have signal right now. The downhill yesterday, because it was from the lake, it was nothing but just downhill on that super rocky, like what I call ankle breakers, you know, like baseball, softball size rocks scattered amongst big boulders on this road, and it was super loose. And it was, what, 5.5 miles all the way back to the vehicle down that road. Oh, it was brutal. There was a few sections on the road that were actually pretty nice, but for the most part it was just brutal on the legs. And by pretty nice, I mean the road was just barely downhill, and it was a nice dirt track. Come to the conclusion that that road would be a good training route for Cocodona, from what I hear about how, because there's a lot of the trails on for Cocodona 250 I haven't been on, but from what I've heard, because they go through like private property and stuff like that, and from what I've heard, this would be a lot like that. Now I did put in for Cocodona, but I'm on the wait list. That thing filled up within a week and a half, completely filled up, and I'm like, usually it's like 6 months before it completely sells out. For whatever reason this year, 10 days after they opened registration, it filled up. And I was waiting because I had a bunch of credits that had to hit my account, and as soon as they hit, well, the day before my credits hit like on day 10. So the day before my credits hit, I got the notification that the race was sold out. So, and that would have been the night before. So the next day I put in, still signed up to get on the wait list, and I was like I'm like number 34 or 37 on the wait list. It's nuts. Now, if I know, well, I do know the race director, and if he does what he normally does, I will probably get in, because the official number is 250 that they're able to have. Is it 250 or 150? I don't remember. Whatever the number is, it might actually be 150. That's all they're allowed to by permit to have. Well, this last year they ended up starting like 187 or something, or if the number is 250, it was 287. Whatever that number is, I don't remember what it is, but they had almost 40 over, but they had to keep telling everybody that they only had whatever the permit was. And they're able to do that because usually in the first 50K, the carnage is so bad that they drop well below whatever their number is. And for their permit, that first section, they have no issues with the total number of people. It's later on in the course where they have to, where the permit's restricted. So by the time you get to wherever the permit's restricted, they're usually below started, but this is for the next probably half an hour. My signal's gonna suck. Wants to do this brutal uphill climb. this guy saw me up ahead of him. So he is to try and pass. I'm going to use him as my target to try and not get past. This is the steep part. Oh, he's walking already. Okay, never mind. Oh. Oh. I would have just been able to turn the corner up here. I would have been able to make it all the way to the top. But I was about, what, 100 yards shy. Oh. And surprisingly, it wasn't because my I was just breathing too hard. Couldn't catch my breath. Oh. Here's the last turn. I was able to get to here. The rest of this is compared to the other part, almost feels downhill, even though it's still uphill. Great. And that guy that was looked as though he was trying to catch me obviously couldn't hang because he was within probably 1/10 of a mile, probably a little closer than that, and now I can see back in here, so I can see the trail all the way back down to where that ridge was, and he still isn't on it. sub 10% grades feel easy after pushing ourselves up that 20%. I think really at some point it's up to like 24, somewhere around there. I think the average is fast. What's this guy doing? Oh, he's chopping up weeds. Hello. Hey, thank you for doing that. You always gotta thank your people that maintain your trail or weed management, any of that stuff. Without them, you wouldn't be able to enjoy the outdoors as much. Oh, whew. Doing that. Okay. After that last section, that's one reason why I love doing my threshold here. Oh. Alright, it's got one last little steep section up here, and we are at the top. This little knob here is steeper, but it's not steep. Once we cross this, are kind of flat a little bit. It's like you get a little bit of a rest before you have to make the climb, which I've never been able to actually run up. So now we got a little roller that actually feels kind of nice, allowing you to rest a little bit. And then we got a last, like, I don't know, probably 100-foot climb. Maybe not 100. Feels like a 100-foot climb. Oh. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it to the top, everybody. Oh, oh my goodness. Ah. 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 Oh. 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 That killed me. Ah. Obviously didn't kill her. Although she was surprised that I was keeping up with her. She kept looking back at me like, what the hell's gotten into you? She's never done that threshold with me before. So I don't think she knows how I actually can run when I'm trying to. You need a drink? Okay, hold on. Let me set this down. Oh, I don't have a signal. I'm at the top. Yeah, signal. Yeah. Butter. Good? Here, I'll give you a little more when we get to the other summit. I'll actually put your water dish out. Oh man. Whew. Well, that was easily a sub 13 up that. That's nuts. Oh, it'll be interesting to see. I felt pretty good. Still, wasn't able to make it the whole way. I had to, right before it tapers out for that last mile, that last little switchback, I had to walk for about 20 seconds because I was just breathing way too hard. My legs actually still felt good. I was just breathing too hard. Couldn't catch my breath. Wow, that smoke has cleared up today. That's kind of crazy. Oh man, it's hot out here. Of course, I was working hard too, so I'm like sweating. But it'd be interesting to see if I made the top 10 all time. Because I felt good. Oh, the legs were worked though. It's downhill now. Well, at least the threshold part is done. I mean, I'm still gonna try and run the whole climb on this next side. No, that's the word. No expectations of making it all the way up because it is so steep. Even though it's only like 100 feet, it's like a 34% grade or some shit. It's like yesterday, last night, I got inspired to do threshold today. One, I haven't done it to be focusing on right now. But two, I watched Ali O's last vlog, YouTube vlog, where she had a 16 mile with some threshold in the middle, and she was doing an uphill threshold too, and she was pushing hard, which is what you need to do. Now her hard threshold is like my all out for uphill on 100 meters. She was doing like 2 miles. There's a hot dog goes there. Oh my goodness. I think we're gonna skip the summit because I don't want to be up there. All right, don't you do it. We're just gonna go down this way. Nari, hey, Nari. You're fine, you weirdo. She's fine. Yeah. You weirdo. Oh, she gets a little overactive around dogs, so. Okay, come on, Nari, let's go. Nari, come on. So I was not angry about any of that interaction. She needs to learn. Do that other summit, so it's just too bad we didn't. But I've never come up here and had somebody like, guys, paying people, which, whatever, you're allowed to be out here, but who has 7 dogs? It's okay. I have no idea where my dog's at now. She gets zoomies after seeing other dogs, so she has made it halfway down to the van probably. Oh no, she's right there. She's trotting a little bit now instead of full sending it down the trail. I never did get myself a drink when we got to the top. There we go. Much better. I had the whole, I was pushing so hard, I had the good metallic taste in my mouth. That's a sign of a good run, or a good effort, I should say. Oh. We should, well, there's no I should. I should have been doing some track workouts, but now school is about ready to start again, so it'll be too late. Because the only track that we have to use around here is the middle school track. Like, everybody uses it, the high schools use it. So they have to time their practices and stuff and meets and all that. Well, so that everybody gets a chance. Because it's the old high school. So when they built the new high school, they weren't going to build a new track when they could just use that track. Because the new high school is only like, what, 3 blocks away from there, 4 blocks away from there maybe. So during track season, and even cross country a little bit, not so much on cross country because they usually are out running the streets, but they still do some interval workouts on the track. But they during track and field at like 3:30 every day, the whole track and field team is crossing the North Montana, which is probably the busiest street in Helena. There's one light on that street that for most people makes no sense, because it's like, why is there a light right here? All it is a pedestrian crossing. But instead of having like the little flashing yellow light pedestrians crossings, it is a full-on light. And There is from the high school parking lot. There's a little entrance right there too, so it does allow kids to make left-hand turns out of that parking lot as well. But mostly it's just for the pedestrian. Oh, I forget that little bits of this has some uphill on it. Oh, leggies are a little tired. Well, I wonder, since this is kind of a shitty stream anyways. All right, where are you going? Get up here. Right when I'm about ready to say we're going to take aftershock and go back down that way. Nari, come on. Come on. Look at me. She's goofing off over there down further on the mountain because something there that she wanted to see, but that she could tell that the trail was right there. So then when I was like, let's go, she was looking at me like, what do you mean, let's go? Plus there were some people down here with the dog, so I wanted to give them some time because we're at the next switchback. That's where we're going to take aftershock. So that means, because I want to get my miles in completely today, so that means that, Nari, slow down. Because these people have their dogs on leashes. So she does not need to go running up behind them. Nari, slow your butt down. Nari, hey. She is not listening to me. This little freaking sassy pants. Nari. Hey, you listen to me. Freaking butthead. If they have their dogs on a leash, I don't need her going up antagonizing them, because that's what she'll do. Because she is a butthead. Nari, hey, listen. Don't just stare at me. You listen. She keeps looking at me and then looking down the trail like, but I hear people down there. I have to go say hi. It might be far enough now that we can do this. Oh, it sounds like they are. They are, so we'll be good. I think they are, because there's the other trail right there. Yep, we're good. We are good. Okay, you always want to do aftershock, so we'll do aftershock. Even though Spice Girl's not going to like that. She does not want me to do aftershock. I did not bring my battery. I pulled it out and set it there for me to grab. And I did not grab it. So I'm going to run out of signal anyways. So maybe I'll just end it up here. Because we will lose signal really quickly. Because we are going back around to where I didn't have signal before. So I might just end it. Because I'm going to run out of battery anyways. So we'll go up here. There's lots of people out here. Lots of people out here. There's some people directly below us. and I don't know how. There's no trail directly below us. So confused. Like there is, but it's a long ways below us because we'll be coming back on that trail. Oh well. Okay, well, since I don't have enough battery to finish this out, and I'm going to lose signal here in about 1/10 of a mile, I'm just gonna end the signal, or in the stream properly. And I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow because it's gonna be really super hot. So we may or may not be around here to be able to stream. So I may see you tomorrow or I may not. And then, but I will see you guys on Sunday for our normal little recovery jog, even though Sunday, I don't know what we're gonna do. It's gonna be freaking hot. Saturday, yeah, so tomorrow's supposed to be our warmest day, I think. And then, but Sunday's not gonna be a whole lot cooler. And so that means that it's not gonna cool off as much Saturday night. So Sunday morning will be extra warm. So who knows what we'll do for Sunday. We might just wake up really super early and then just do a nice easy run on the streets. I definitely don't need any vert, that's for sure. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today before I lose the stream. Fi just lost signal on her caller, so that means I'm gonna lose signal. Because it just notified me that she did so many steps. It's like, really? She's not done yet. That means that she lost her signal. So, yeah. So I will at least see you guys on Sunday. I actually might. I'll see if I can get my streaming computer up. I might stream Fortnite today. I gotta do some grinding on it before the end of the season. So maybe I'll stream some Fortnite. We'll see. But anyways, that's gonna be it, everybody. I'll see you guys next stream, whether it's today, tomorrow, or Sunday. It'll be no later than Sunday though. But love you all, and I will see you guys next time.